Alright, so we continue for our second part in our first subtopic, which is we are going to see how to find arithmetic progression. Okay, so this are all the formula that you have to know, and better if you can memorize all this formula. Okay, so first we have to know, so the learning outcome for today is to find the nth term of arithmetic sequence and series and use the sum formula. Okay, so we have two things dekat sini. We have to find the nth term and we have to find the sum of the first n terms. Okay, so first, apa-apa pun sebelum kita berfikir lebih lanjut, kita kena tahu what is arithmetic progression. Okay, arithmetic progression sama ada dia tambah ataupun tolak. So let's see. If we have our first term T1 is equals to A, so our second term would be A plus D. Our third term would be A plus 2D, and so on lah. T4 equals to A plus 3D, and so on. So these are all the terms for arithmetic sequence. Okay, one more important thing that you have to know is we have first term. Okay, first term, or we call it as A, or we can call it as the first term T1, or we can call it as the sum of the first term. Okay, so these are all the same. Okay, ini penting sebelum kita pergi dengan lebih lanjut. So three main things for arithmetic progression which you have to know the common difference. So what is the common difference? We state it as the symbol is D dekat sini. Okay, common difference. So how to find the common difference? So basically we just minus the second term to the first term, or secara generalnya lagi Tn plus 1 minus Tn, or macam saya cakap lagi lah tadilah T2 minus T1. Okay, so that is how we find the common difference. Second, the nth term. Okay, secara generalnya, so the formula is Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1 D. Okay, so A is your first term, n ialah n lah, D is your common difference. Okay, so the next one, this next part is we are going to see the sum of the first n terms. So saya tunjuk formula dulu, which is we have Sn is equals to n over 2 2a plus n minus 1 d. Okay, so these are all three formula that you have to understand the concept better if you can memorize the formula. Okay, let's see example 4. A, find Tn. So Tn tu apa? Okay, bila dia cakap Tn term ni, maksudnya ini ialah nth term. Okay, of the arithmetic sequence. So if you see question on chapter 3, make sure you identify it's either arithmetic or geometric. Itu benda yang pertama yang kamu kena buat. Okay, so obviously sekarang kita dekat topik arithmetic, memang cerita pasal arithmetic je lah kan. But first you have to identify if the question is arithmetic or geometric. Okay, so now we know that this is arithmetic and the question asks for the nth term, and we have our sequence here. Okay, so dua benda yang kamu kena bawa keluar ialah we have to take out A and we have to take out T. So we know that A is the first term, so our first term is 9. Okay, our first term is 9. So D we know that second term minus first term, so our second term is 4, our first term is 9. So we have our D equals to negative 5. Okay, so di setiap soalan mesti kena cari A, mesti kena cari D. Okay, kalau tak ada, maksudnya kamu kena cari dua benda tu lah. So the question asks for the nth term Tn. Okay, secara generalnya we know that Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1D. for every question, make sure you write the general formula first. Okay, nak tak nak, make sure you have to write the first the general formula. So now we just substitute. We have A is equals to 9 plus N kita tak ada, N minus 1, D is negative 5. Okay, so now we have 9. If we expand, we have 9 minus 5n plus 5, and then we will have 14 minus 5n. So this is our nth term. Okay, so nth term tu maksudnya in terms of n lah. Okay, dia bukan nombor, dia mesti ada in terms of n dekat sini. Okay, so that is the first question, and then we are going to see the next question. Find the first 6 terms. Okay, in the previous video kita ada buat first 6 terms, first 5 terms ni, maksudnya dia literally nak T1, T2, T3 sampailah T6. Okay, and dekat sini dia minta the 300 term of the arithmetic sequence. So we know that this is arithmetic, and we have our sequence here 13, 7, 1. Okay, macam saya cakap tadi, apa-apa pun kita keluarkan dulu A dengan D kita. So we have our first term is 13, and our D is 7 minus 13, which is equals to negative 6. Okay, so obviously we know that the first term is 13, the second term is 7, the third term is 1. Okay, we know that the first term is 13, the second term is 7, the third term is 1. So we have to find T4 and T5. So straight away just use the formula. We have our formula. Okay, kita cari Tn dulu lah. Kita cari Tn dulu. Tn is equals to A plus N minus 1D. So we have our A is 13 plus N minus 1. Our D is negative 6. So we will have 13 minus 6N plus 6, which is this one, is equals to 19 minus 6N. Okay, so this is our Tn. Okay, from the nth term, straight away kita boleh cari. Okay, alihkan sikit. Straight away kita boleh cari apa-apa term yang kita nak. So let's say if we want T4 dekat situ, kita masukkan je lah 19 minus 6 times 4. Okay, so N ni kita gantikan kat sini. Okay, N ni kita gantikan dekat sini. So here we will get negative 5. T5 is equals to 19 minus 6, 5. Here we will get negative 11. Jangan salin je, make sure kamu tekan kalkulator, kira sendiri. 6 equals to negative 17. Okay, so final answer, the first 6 terms is 1, 13, 7, 1, negative 5, negative 17. Cukup ke? Negative 11. Negative 11, negative 17. Okay, jangan lupa dia suruh cari 300 term juga. So basically we just use our n term dekat situ to find our 300 term. T300 is equals to 19 minus 6 times 300, which is we will get, tekan calculator dulu, berapa? Negative 1781. Betul. Okay, so C. Okay, sekarang kita pergi kepada yang susah sikit. Kita pergi next level. Next level. So we have the 11th term of an arithmetic sequence. So we know that the question is arithmetic. So the question said that the 11th term is 52. Sambil baca, sambil tulis. Okay, 11th term ialah T11 equals to 52, and 19th term is 92. Okay, 19 is equal to 92. Okay, the question asks to find the 1000 term. T1000 berapa? Okay, so sekarang apa yang kita boleh buat? Kita perlu cari A dengan D. Macam saya cakap, for every question you have to take out your A and D. But for this question, we don't have our A and D. So we have to find our A and D. So general, let's see our nth term here. We have T11. We know that Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1D. So here we will get A plus n, our n is 11, minus 1 times D equals to 52. Okay, general there, A plus n minus 1 times D. So we know that our n is 11. So expand, we will have A plus 10D equals to 52. So this is going to be our first equation. Okay, so kamu dah dapat idea, which means we are going to do simultaneous later. So here we will get A plus 19 minus 1D, which is equals to 92. So A plus 18D equals to 92. Second equation. Okay, so nak mudahkan kerja, nak substitute boleh ataupun nak eliminate boleh. So saya nak mudahkan kerja saya eliminatekan 2 minus 1. Okay, equation 2 minus equation 1. So we have equation 2, A plus 18D equals to 92 minus A plus 10D equals to 52. So here we will get 40. 18 minus 10 we will get 8D. So A minus A 0 lah. So D is equals to 5. So kita dapat 5. Okay, soalan tak suruh cari D pun, badan balik. Okay, so we need our A. So just substitute into either equation 1 or 2. Let's say if I want to substitute into equation 1, we will have A plus 10 times 5 equals to 52. So we will get our A equals to 2. So now back to our question. The question asks to find the T1000 term. So masuk je lah dalam formula. We have T1000 equals to A plus n minus 1D. So we have our A plus n minus 1. We have our D 5. Okay, so tekan calculator. Make sure tekan supaya tak tertinggal apa semua bracket. So we have 4997. So this is going to be our answer. Okay, so that is all about nth term. So basically apa-apa semua berbalik kepada ini, balik kepada formula kita.